About Tulsa, people making a difference in the Tulsa community. Special guest interviews, spotlighting local businesses to cover important issues within the community no one else dares to talk about. The hot topics and more. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to World One Development's News You Can Use with your hosts, Mr. Charles Harper and Miss Damali Wilson.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to World One Development's News You Can Use. And Happy New Year to everyone out there that's listening. We want to thank you for either listening on the radio, watching us on Facebook Live, or on www.KBOB899.com, or tuning into any of the News You Can Use media networks, which are powered by World One Development. We really appreciate that. I am your hostess with the mostest, Miss Damali Wilson.
And I'm Charles Harper. It's Wednesday, a.k.a. Hump Day, January 3rd, 2024. And we are live every Wednesday at 1 p.m. right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the News You Can Use Media Network, powered by World One Development. We are set for an exciting show, you guys. You better call your mom and them and tell them you can dial in at 918-856-3873 or post your comments on our Facebook Live feed at World One Development.
So on today's show, you know what time it is. It's the police report with Lieutenant DeLauren Sanders. We're going to talk about how we wrapped up 2023 and how it's looking for 2024.
Yep. We'll also talk about New Year's resolutions. Y'all know how that go down. Do you have any? What are the top 5 most common resolutions, and do we stick to them?
And of course, our Hump Day hot topics, which are 3 black kids have the highest IQ in the world, surpassing Bill Gates and Albert Einstein. So we're going to meet those kids today. Black Wall Street is going to Boston. Find out how and why. Birthdays and more.
This is News You Can Use right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the News You Can Use Media Network, powered by World One Development. We'll be right back, y'all. Fitting Back In is a reintegration program designed to help those released from prison to fit back into the community as productive, valuable members of society. They help schedule various classes such as anger management, substance abuse, and mental health. They also work with different programs in the community to provide job training. If you or someone you know needs help with resources in career development, employment, or housing, to find out more information, call 918-592-3500 or stop by 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
The 36th Event Center is a full-scale event center where we share the experiences of the community. At the Event Center, you can rent space for weddings, birthday parties, receptions, concerts, Greek events, quinceañeras, and much more. We also do custom decor, linen, and centerpieces. We're located at 1125 East 36th Street North. To book your next special event, business gathering, or community event, call us at 918-200-9046.
This is News You Can Use right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the News You Can Use Media Network, powered by World One Development.
And we are back. So News You Can Use is all about shedding some light on the positive happenings in our community. There are many great businesses, programs, and events occurring in our neighborhood, and we felt the community needed to hear about those things, 1, so we can support, and 2, so we can be informed.
Happy New Year, y'all. I'm Charles Harper, Chief Executive Officer of World One Development, which includes Fitting Back In, EdDirect Youth and Family Fun Center, 36th Street North Event Center, and Oklahoma Community Support Coalition. My job, because the world wants to know, is to provide leadership for all aspects of World One Development with an emphasis on long-term goals, growth, profits, and a return on that investment. And I am so excited and I am so elated to be one of the creators of this phenomenal show.
And I'm Damali Wilson, Chief Operating Officer for World One Development. And my job is designing and implementing business operations and establishing policies that promote company culture and vision. I am also in charge of social media for all of the World One Development entities. If you would like to advertise your business or organization on this show or any of our other individual platforms, inbox me your contact information on Facebook Messenger so we can talk. I am also happy and elated to be one of the creators of this phenomenal show.
Happy New Year, Damali.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy 2024.
I know.
Happy Kwanzaa.
I know, right?
Happy something else too. I can't think of all of them right now, but it's good to be back. We made it.
I know. One more again, we made it.
One more time, we made it. If you listening in, guess what? You made it too.
Absolutely, absolutely. So how's your New Year's been so far?
You know what? So far, so good. Now I'm only a couple of days in now.
Yeah.
I'm one of them fighters. I'm always gonna start out good.
Start out strong.
About that 12th round, about that 6th, 7th round is
Tongue hanging out.
Kind of get shaky. Yeah, but this is a year I'm gonna try to make it a little bit further, man. Me, my family, the community. It was a hard year in 2023.
Yeah,
for a lot of us. So
Yeah.
I'm glad everybody's tuning in. They was texting me this morning. They were saying, Charles, it's been a tough one.
Yeah.
I know. I said, but we made it.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We
We
overcome.
on the other side.
We in here.
Yeah. we in here.
2024, man. I'm excited. The team is here. Uncle Bobby,
Yes.
JB Smooth still
Yeah.
here. You still here. I'm still here.
Still here.
I'm not
still
gonna
making it
complain.
happen. No, still making it happen. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, if you missed the New Year's Eve party at the 36th Street North Event Center, oh my God, you missed a absolute treat. I mean, we had a total blast. Now I know some of y'all was at watch party, watching the new year come in at church, and that's always a good place.
That's
and
a great place to be.
Yeah, but we actually had a great time. I can say that the Keeping It Real band, Kevin Keys, Miss V, Damon Irvin, just the whole group, they did a phenomenal job.
Did they keep it real?
They kept it real. Kept it real. I mean, with just the song selections, just the talent. I mean, it was just amazing. Just a good night. People came out, and there was some that dressed to impress, and some that was like, "I'm just chilling.
I'm just chilling. I'm bringing it in my way."
Exactly.
But here's the ticket. If you missed it, it is not our fault.
No,
because we
did our part.
Promoted. We went live. We shut it around. But you know how it is sometimes. But let me tell you now. Shout out to everybody else that did something, because I don't want nobody mad at us. But I'm just gonna say, if somebody outdid that one, they did something way over the top.
I mean, we were at capacity.
Right.
I mean, it was like 1 minute I turned around and was like, oh, the door's just open and, it ain't that many people in here. Then I turned back around. It's like I blinked and turned back around. And I was like, oh, where'd all these people come from?
Now, I know what really happened.
What happened?
They came up they looked in, they drove by. You know how people do. We got a scope first.
Yeah, check it out.
They must have looked in there and seen you in April. And was like, oh my God, that's what all the women did. I'm sure they did that if they seen y'all. And then they see Miss V and her team, and they messed around and seen Kevin Keys' jacket.
Man,
and the
listen,
brothers.
Did you know? I didn't even know that my outfit matched the whole band. I look like I should have been up there on stage.
No, you did that on purpose.
I didn't. I really didn't. It was a total accident.
And JB Smooth had on that blue velvet.
Okay, wasn't playing the game.
Watch out now. Watch out.
Yeah.
Now. Hey. You know what? Actually, Keys was talking about retiring.
Yeah.
But I talked him out of it. And the only way that he won't retire is if I sing a song at next year's New Year's Eve party.
So you're going to start practicing now?
I'm going to start practicing now.
Please do, because it's going to take a little while.
You got to get that verified and authenticated by somebody.
I'm going to sing.
Yeah,
I'm singing next year.
So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do
somebody
a
check-in. Let me in a band.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do a check-in in July to see how you come.
Oh, we ready.
Oh, you ready?
Yeah, we ready.
Oh, he had said that with confidence.
Yeah. All that good stuff.
I'm gonna pull a Jodeci. I'm gonna pull a Jodeci.
And you know what, Damali? I think it's only fitting for us to say, man, how much do we appreciate all our family, friends, fans, or whatever category they're in for supporting us so much in 2023.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because you know what, this is a hard work.
Yeah,
and the job that we do, period, in community, with the radio station, it consumes a lot of time, and but we don't mind doing it, but we could not do it but for the support of everybody. So you guys, thank you so much for supporting us in 2023, and 2024 is getting ready to be.
It's gonna
stupid.
be more. It's gonna be better. It's gonna be good. Another huge shout out. I got to give a huge shout out to JB Smooth for 2023. Man, you talking about consistent. It's been times for us to have a show. He done drove a truck. Then he done jumped on the back of a zebra, and he telling them, get,
got
how you
on a plane
fast,
and
got on a plane, train, bus, taxi cab.
Appreciate y'all, man.
It's all love.
It's been a hell of a journey, and I will say this: we're in year number 4. We're going
Year number
into
4.
year number 4 of this program, and I'm proud to be a part of it with you guys and Bobby Eaton, and it's just an amazing. Even Sanders, he's been rolling with
on
us
the same
since day
riding
one.
with
So
us.
it's a blessing to have everyone always comment, always like, always watch, always share, always be engaged with everything that's going on. So that's that.
Huge shout out to Uncle Bobby. He let us continue to tell our story our way, because they don't know, Damali. We go through evaluation process. If Uncle Bobby, he light-skinned with his shades on.
Right.
I'd be nervous.
Now, and he pull them glasses down.
He bring you into a dark room. See, y'all don't know he bring you into a dark room, and he light-skinned, so you only can see him.
Like, well,
he said, let me talk to y'all.
Let's talk about this.
Your ratings is down.
Let's talk about these numbers. Let's talk about this local, national, and international thing y'all been talking about. But he looked at the analytics.
Right.
And the analytics said we must go on.
Okay.
So we appreciate him, Trey.
And you sweating. You like,
the other team. So not just our show, but all the shows over here at KBOB, man. We support it and we appreciate it all the way around. So we're going to try to do another great job for the community this year.
Another year. Great year together.
All right, let me tell you something else.
What's that?
How about them Cowboys?
Cowboys?
You know that's coming.
I just seen 10 people get off the live. Get back in here.
Look, Michael Brewer is on the live. Michael, where you at? You know, because this is your part of the show. Charles can't wait to this part of the show.
Yeah, I ain't heard from Michael since the Arizona Cardinals came and did the stanky leg in Philadelphia. They were doing the stanky leg, Damali.
Ooh, Michael, he be putting you on.
Philadelphia and them Eagles couldn't do nothing about it, including Michael Brewer himself.
Where is the Eagles been at?
Man,
where have they been? Where has the Eagle thou flown at?
I don't know what's happening.
Where art thou Eagles?
Let us say in the trash.
So I hope that your NFL team is doing good. But hey,
that was not me, Mike.
Michael said, "Oh Lord, here we go."
I just want to. It's a new year. It's a new day. And it's a Cowboy day today.
Michael, you knew this was coming. You knew that this moment was coming. I don't know what to tell you.
JB Smooth, I put it on Dak Prescott, man. That's who I'm putting it on now.
I'm going to put it on number 11, Parsons.
No.
Parsons been doing pretty good.
Yeah.
But that defense has
CeeDee Lamb.
The defense almost gave it away, though.
So I heard that Dallas has now clinched the spot.
Oh, they been
did that. You way behind. Yeah, you been done that.
Oh, yeah. You want your attorney slip now?
We're trying to get some games at home now.
Yeah, y'all trying to bring some games.
Because we don't do too good when we go away. It get kind of shaky when we go away. But at home,
we undefeated.
Yeah.
Hey, look, you know what? Here's the ticket. We're not losing no fight at home.
Yeah.
Don't nobody need to come in your house and beat you up.
Well, that's true.
So we're doing good in that category.
Now I will say it was kind of funny because I was on the phone with my aunt and I was rolling to the crib. And she was like, I was like, Auntie, what's the score on the game? And she was like, oh, nephew, the Cowboys just got beat. They lost by 2. And I was like, what? Then I got back in the house.
Man, they threw that flag.
And they had the flag.
So did you call and tell them to throw the flag?
A lot of people was
Michael
upset.
Brewer said that Jerry Jones paid the refs.
Let's get out of here with all that.
Yeah, because we ain't got no Super Bowl in 30 years. So if he been paying, he ain't got enough money.
Y'all know how these referees do. They doing their job. Yes. They officiating. They getting a job. They doing that.
Let me say this before we switch gears, though. But huge shout out to Jimmy Johnson for going into the Ring of Honor.
Oh,
that says a lot about relation. To see him, Emmett, Michael, and all of them having that. I told Damali, I said the one thing I believe is the one place where racism does not exist.
Absolutely,
on the football field.
I told somebody that Dallas is going to win the Super Bowl because they finally repented of their sin.
I know, and that was the best thing.
That moment with him, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, and Michael Irvin standing there. He said, "How about
them Cowboys?"
Yes, that was cool.
That's in the history.
I saw that.
Forever.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah,
but
that was an epic moment.
But before they think we Two Dogs, if you want to listen to Two Dogs, it's every Tuesday from 6 to 8. So that was yesterday. So Molly, let's get this
unofficial Cowboys radio station.
Right, the unofficial Cowboys.
Let me do some quick shout outs real quick. Quick shout, man. We got a lot of secret listeners in here.
Yes.
We appreciate that. But Miss Tori Tyson is here. What's up, Tori?
Hey, Tori.
If you need your hair, your edges, and your baby sideburns done, please go see Tori over there. Miss Hall, my cousin. Then we got a lot of others. They won't let me see who they are. They secret listeners. But Mr. Energizer,
hey AJ,
he in here. Happy New Year 2024. Patricia Griffin is in the building. Miss Ernestine Broom.
Hey, Miss Broom.
World One Royalty is in the building. Teresa, your sister, my sister.
Hey, older sister.
My cousin, my family, Miss Paige McClendon tuning in from Texas.
Paige.
By the way of Arkansas, I must add. LaShawn. Ellison.
Hey, sis,
Our
how are
sister.
you?
Now, this sister here doing big things.
Yes.
We're going to finally get her up in this station one day.
Yes.
And we're going to let her tell y'all all about her story. Michael Brewer, you
Hey,
already know where we are with you,
Michael.
man. Jada Edwards.
Hey,
Boy, when she
cousin?
doing them pictures,
Yes,
I got
she did
mine.
pictures.
Damali, can I ask you, what did you think about Color Purple? What is your
I didn't
final take? We didn't
go-
I
we
didn't
didn't
go
get
to
see
see it?
No, I
You haven't
didn't.
seen it yet.
No.
okay?
And I didn't know that it was a musical.
I didn't
think I
either.
missed that, and
I
so
think
some
a
people
lot
are
of people were upset.
Yeah, because it was a musical. I haven't went to see
We got to
it,
go see it first.
but yeah,
We got to
so
see it. To give it a
Yeah.
fresh shake, we got to go follow up
Yeah.
in there. We just worked with Oprah last year on
Right.
rebuilding Black Wall Street. We want to keep that rebuilding going. So we're going to go see it in
Right.
all fairness first. Quick shout out
Yeah.
to Edith Daniels. It was just her birthday.
Hey,
Welcome to the
Edith.
show. My frat from the Twin City, KJ.
Hey,
Jizzle.
KJ,
Y'all
what's
remember
happening?
KJ? He in the building. Eli Grayson.
hey, brother,
He's
what's
in
happening?
the building. He said must be talking about the OSU Cowboys. See, that's how Eli gonna
See,
do
Eli?
it. We talking about them Dallas Cowboys.
There you go.
See how Eli do? Eli's not fair in life. You're gonna start that in 2024. We just got into the new year. You see how you do, Eli?
Right.
Come on, let's get into the real deal. Holyfield, what we got?
Black history trivia question.
Let's keep it going.
And I actually tried to pick one that was pretty, because MLK Day is coming up, so
It
we want to
is.
kind of blend that in. So I think this might be pretty easy. So let's see. Black history trivia. What game did Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. love to play?
Football.
Was it A, spades? Was it B, dominoes? Was it C, pool? Or was it D, poker?
This is fun, and I
You
have
say
no
C?
idea.
Uncle Bobby says C.
What is C?
I'm gonna say spades.
C is Uncle Bobby. Okay, you say what? Spades? So that's gonna be A.
I'm gonna go with
JB.
spades. He sound like
Michael
Martin Luther
Brewer
King
says
sound like he was a
B.
spades player.
Come on,
B,
Mr. Energizer,
Michael.
hurry up! I'm waiting on you, man. I need an ace in the place.
Eli said dominoes. What is dominoes? B.
Yeah,
Eli?
dominoes too.
Eli
Shoot, I'm
said-
going with Eli. That'll work.
And so what is you said you going with Eli, Charles?
I'm going with Eli.
Okay, so that's C. Who else said that? AJ says A with
Right.
JB. Patricia says dominoes.
Dominoes.
Okay, so that's Patricia.
I think spades.
All
I think it's spades.
Yes.
Yes.
Francis Banks, welcome to the show. Sorry about that.
All right.
All right, y'all get it in.
So y'all
Get
get
it
your
in.
answer in. Okay, I'm gonna read the question one more time so that y'all can tell us what your answer is. What game did Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. love to play? Was it A, spades, B, dominoes, C, pool, or D, poker?
What we'll do, let's take the fastest break known in North Tulsa on
Like
Greenwood, historical Black Wall Street, because this is the
Hey,
first
Kool-Aid.
Wednesday of the month. Kool-Aid, we just want to give people a little bit of time to
Mm-hmm.
get their answers in, because when we come back, we got to get into it. So, y'all put your seatbelt on. This is KBOB, 89.9 FM, World One Development. News you can use, 2024. Charles and Damali will be right back. Give us y'all answers right now.
EduRec is a youth and family fun center located at 5424 North Madison Avenue in Tulsa, Oklahoma. At EduRec, we offer a host of activities for children and families of the Tulsa community at little to no cost. To find out about the many programs, activities, and services offered at EduRec, please visit our website, www.edurectulsa.com, or just give us a call at 918-430-3947.
That's the sound of the police.
And now it's time for the police report. The police report on news you can use with TPD officer and Lieutenant DeLorean Sanders.
Dang, that was a bad wreck.
It was really, really bad.
Yeah.
Whatever that did, somebody didn't make it.
Right.
But anyway, we made it. It's 2024, y'all. We back up in here. Hopefully you got your answer in. I see Richie Anderson said A. Teresa said B. Jessica Sanders, welcome to the show. I know who you are.
Sis. Yeah.
Kool-Aid is in here. Good afternoon, my
Hey,
brother.
brother.
Man, I'm excited. It's a new year.
New Year.
It's the first edition of the Police Report with Lieutenant DeLorean Sanders. Happy New Year. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. Happy New Year, everybody. I see my mother's on here too.
Your
Francis
mother's on here?
Banks. Yeah.
Oh!
Hey, Mama, how
Yeah.
are you?
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Let me
Yeah.
tell you something. Damali, we kicking off the year being appreciative.
Yes.
Lieutenant Sanders, you've been rolling with us since we started. Man, we thank and appreciate you so much, not just for coming here, but whether it's EduRec, the event center, fitting back in, food distribution, Oasis, you always there, man. So you and the other first responders, big salute from you.
Yes,
Right?
absolutely, absolutely. We appreciate all that you do. You know, and I can honestly say this. Sanders just show up.
He show up.
Like I'm like doing something, and I'll turn around like, oh, hey, where you come from? You know, so I ain't even got to worry about my back because he always got
He's
it.
a man of the community.
Yes, absolutely. I appreciate it.
Devoted brother.
He know what he be doing because we be having an event, then he come in, and we got this little sense on our door. So it'd be like ding, ding, ding. Okay, 3 people left. The people that was gonna start. See, when he pull up with the police car, they just leave. We don't have to talk.
On their own.
Issues.
Like we out of here.
So that's a good thing. So Sanders, Happy New Year, man. How you been doing?
I've been doing good. We had a great Christmas and New Year's, and I've been remodeling my house. And it's going really well.
Is it going good, the remodel?
It's going real well. It's a little slow process.
It is.
I feel like I'm moving because I got to help move everything and put it back and all that stuff.
Yeah,
all right.
I did that last year. Well, last year, and it sucked. I should say that it sucked.
So, how has it been like during Christmas and the holidays? Did it stay pretty slow for the officers and the people on the streets? Was it pretty cool?
We had a few major incidents.
Let me get JB to put the camera on you because I know I sound a little bit like you because we frats, but I'm not quite you. I ain't big enough.
We had a few major incidents, but most part everything went pretty smooth.
Yeah,
but we had a few
situations,
which wouldn't have happened, but
the mall situation was that was really sad.
The mall situation threw everybody off.
Threw us all off. And one of our coworkers, Angie, was actually at the mall, had just left the mall, and had only been gone like 5 or 6 minutes when that incident took place. So just kind of just prayers for all of those who were there and had to witness that because that was a tough situation.
And let's just say in 2024, let's talk a little more and shoot a little less. Can we just, Damali, I'm gonna go get a whole lot of them little sticks from the ice cream and start putting it on people's shoulders. Sanders, don't worry about it. Let me do what I'm doing. I'm gonna get the stick out again so it can be a fight. And then everybody can go home again.
Exactly.
But we got to stop just because we get hit in the mouth. Let's not shoot and kill somebody and take a life and take your own life.
Right.
Because when you shoot and kill somebody, your life is gone too.
Exactly.
Your family and your community, we left here to pick up all the pieces.
All right, Sanders. So you heard the question.
Yeah.
What is your answer? The Black History trivia question. So go ahead and give us your answer.
It's gonna be pool.
It's gonna be pool. So
Yeah.
you said B.
Yeah.
How you know that, Sanders? Was you born when Martin Luther King Jr. was here?
I don't.
You wasn't here yet.
I think I seen a picture.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
Okay. What else y'all got on here? Hey, Jessica. She said, "Hey, in the building." Okay, now we got a good thing going today. So what we gonna drop out here on the people?
Yeah, so last year it seemed like every time we looked up, there was something crazy happening in the news, and the news was always talking about all this crime and how bad it is and what's going on. But you know what? I found out that things wasn't as bad as we really thought they were.
For real?
Yeah, people thought that, and this is a statistic that I found that 80% of Americans and 92% of Republicans thought that crime had actually went up last year.
Right.
But they're wrong. Crime actually went down last year. I found a report that said it's an FBI report. According to FBI data, they found that violent crimes dropped 8%, while property crimes fell 6.3%, which would be the lowest levels that it's ever been since 1961.
What in the world?
Yes.
Did you know that, Lieutenant Sanders?
Well,
that's on a national level.
I could say I can really feel that crime may have dropped, but on my job it doesn't seem like that sometimes. But but I can tell why it may have dropped. Because all the cameras that we have around here, it's hard to get away with something now.
Yeah,
and times change the way we do police work now too.
Right,
that might help with crime too, because we have to learn how to handle people different, deal with people different as police officers, and so all that helps with crime, I think.
Yeah.
Right. What do you think, if there are any, what are like the concerns for the police department as we get into 24? You know how sometimes you see certain trends, certain things going on. So is there anything that our community need to be aware of that y'all are seeing an uptick in your office?
Well, one trend, we always be aware of when certain groups start to feud with each other and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right. That's when we notice that sometimes when violent crimes start going up.
Mhm.
You know, and so we keep our eyes on them when we start knowing that this group is mad at each other. Somebody got shot in this group, you know, and it don't have to be gangs. It could be families. It can be, you know, other organizations. And so we kind of keep our eyes on that. But we still have a problem with us, even though it's down. But certain cars in this city are still being stolen. You know, it's certain type of cars are easy to break into and steal, and we got young people, they're not old people, young people breaking into people's cars, just turn them up. They don't even take them nowhere. Just drive them and turn them up.
Just being destructive, having fun. And you know, I got a brand new department I want to recommend for y'all to open up, and I know the community is gonna love me for this. Y'all send me my flowers in my cash app right now. I'm about to say, y'all not ready yet? For 2024,
what is it?
You need a department to keep people from snatching Amazon packages. What we gonna do about the Amazon and the UPS and the FedEx packages? Because every time I look up on somebody's Ring camera, you see somebody elbows, and when your elbows go high, you really running fast. A full stride to the car. So what we gonna do with a department to keep people packages from being snatched? You know, right off their front door.
I know I heard on the radio, I forgot what state it was, but they passed a law that it made it felony. To steal packages off the porch.
That's the answer to the question.
And so that may start
a trend,
being trending all over the country, because you don't know what's in them packages, and you know, so it may be worth a lot of money. So it might be that may help if they make it a felony.
What you think about that, Damali, making it a felony?
Well, this is the thing.
That's tough.
When I order my stuff, I want it on my porch, and I don't want you taking my stuff. So if that's what it takes so that I can get my stuff safe, hey, I need my stuff.
I bet you see somebody taking a package and they running, and you be like, that's gonna get you 5 to 10. You're gonna be like, you're gonna go ahead and bring that little package back. Yeah, because it's not worth a felony.
It's all right.
Let's think about it. You're walking on somebody's porch.
Yeah,
and
that's a violation.
You had not kicked the door in, but it's almost still invasion of your privacy, and you're still in my private space, taking something off my porch.
Yeah,
and running off with it.
Yeah, what y'all think about that on the live, man? In some states, they're now making, if you snatching people's Amazon packages, an actual felony. Yeah. I think for me, it would be like an age thing. Like if it's a minor, then something more minor. But
but I mean, you start out young, and if you start out doing that, then it's gonna grow into something else and something else and something else. So you just gotta go on ahead and
I do y'all like this. If you 21 and up, then hey, it's on you, because by now you should at least know not to do that.
But there has been one secondary method to keep people from stealing the packages that people have been trying out, and that's shipping the packages to their job while they're still at work. So that's an alternative to avoid someone.
But what if my job is my house?
Well,
and what if I just happen to go get something to eat?
Then
you need to find somebody with a regular job.
But I mean,
send it to their job.
A lot of people were ordering during the holidays, and a lot of packages were moving around. So
I'm ordering my stuff and ship it to the police department, and I'm gonna
there you go, and go pick up all my stuff. Send it to Lieutenant Sanders, please.
And I'm gonna pay him to do that for me. So y'all be careful out there. But that is ironic. That what about in Tulsa?
So our chief of police, Chief Franklin, actually did a press conference on, or actually put this on Facebook on January 2nd to talk about Tulsa, you know, because the stats that I gave you were national stats.
Right.
So right here in Tulsa, what Chief Franklin says is that Tulsa police reports that a 95% solve rate for homicides in 2023, accompanied by the lowest homicide rate in 4 years. It says that TPD shows an average of about 70 homicides per year. In 2023, we only had 48.
Man, it's never good when people are dying, but it's good to see that drop. That's a significant drop.
Yeah, that's a significant drop. So, it goes back to say that, the national numbers are not wrong. What he says is that they are continuing to report that auto thefts continue to fall. So they're still happening, to what your point.
You said, right.
But he said the Tulsa police reports there's a 50% decline.
Even in that. So this year, what they're going to focus on, according to Chief Franklin, is vandalisms, property crimes, and traffic enforcement. Right. It's what they're focusing on for 2024. And what I like about this too is, like, as a country, I think sometimes the news, because if you listen to 10 reports on the news, they all negative. Everybody dying, getting shot, getting raped, something. So I'm just thinking these things will spill over into the political stuff. And I need them out of office because I'm gonna do crime. It's something you got to stand on. So just know that we need to just continue to pray. Salute to our officers, because when things are not going right, We got all these things to complain, but when things are going well.
Can I ask Officer Sanders also? Tulsa's been through a lot over the last, 5-10 years with the police department. How is the climate going into the new year with everybody? Like, what is the morale like with your colleagues? I mean, how do you guys feel?
Well, for citizen-wise, I think our morale, how we deal with our citizens, has been pretty good here lately.
Right.
But we still have some problems for us hiring people. We still don't get enough people to apply for our positions. We having our academy to be like 15 to 13. We used to do 25 to 30 people in the academy, but
so
we haven't. That hadn't happened here late. Even when we was giving out the bonuses, we still wasn't getting as many applicants that we wanted.
Now, is it true that you guys had 300 officers on each division extra on New Year's Eve?
I don't know. On New Year's Eve, if it was, I don't think so.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
that's too much.
And when there's a holiday, maybe New Year's Day.
They said everybody was working. Nobody got off.
No, if it was your off day, you got off.
I must admit, it seemed like every time I turned the corner, it was an officer there.
Everywhere.
Well, we have nights like that. We set up special units and stuff like that.
They
work
were
certain
running
areas.
circles around each other everywhere you look.
Well, when like I said, nights like that, we always have special units out, and some other units that might work day shift and stuff like that. We might make them work that evening shift because we know it's going to be a lot of traffic out there, a lot of things going on.
Right.
So we make.
So if you're legit and you're trying to go to an event, say like at the 36th Street North Event Center or somewhere that you want to go and party with your friends, there's going to be drinking. What do you say to a person that's trying to get from point A to point B, but you got cops everywhere and everybody's kind of scared to move around?
Drive the speed limit.
That's what we want. We don't want you drinking and driving. So we want you to be scared.
We want you to be scared. That's the point.
Yeah. So
designated driver.
Designated driver.
Call Uber. And then we also have programs out there where somebody will pick you up and take you.
Well, let's go to the live feed for a real quick second. I'll see what you think about this. Mr. AJ Johnson, Mr. Energizer said, he just said, Lieutenant Sanders, the laws that they're in Arkansas, that their governor just passed her law that people must do their full term, if they are convicted of a crime. What do you think about that?
Ooh.
That's tough.
I mean, what I think about that, I think, you should always, even though when somebody commit a crime and they go to prison or whatever, you always got to leave a little hope in there. Because I think that's going to make the prison more violent. If I don't know I ain't got a chance of getting out at all, I think that's
it's like, what do you have to lose?
Yeah, what do you have to lose?
Yeah.
And I think it makes it more dangerous for the people that work in prison.
Man, I totally agree with that, and that's a different perspective.
Teresa saying, "Bring on the felony."
Oh, she's talking about for
Amazon.
They don't grab. Teresa be shopping, so that's why she ain't playing. And then now look at Eli. See how Eli be doing? See, he in rare form in 2024. He said the death penalty, or if you're still an Amazon package, the death penalty.
People don't play about their package.
Man, I'm for real.
Because Eli getting big stuff in. See, we ain't even getting the kind of stuff Eli.
Right,
we getting regular stuff. He getting stuff shipped in from Italy. But anyway, he said the death penalty, or if you caught, you have to clean a homeowner's toilet for 5 to 10 years
each week.
Boy, that's a tough one right there, Eli.
Michael Brewer says, I have everything shipped to my job. He said, I'm over shipping and receiving, so I see it first. That's smart. That's smart if you in that position.
Right. And Richard said, send packages to the Amazon locker so you can pick it up yourself.
Amazon
from
locker.
the secure locker.
I didn't know that. I didn't know anything about that.
I didn't know an Amazon locker even
Me
exists.
neither.
Thank you, Mr.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's why you got to watch news you can use.
That's the reason to start clicking share on this video. That right there going to save somebody.
Amazon locker.
Save you from cleaning toilets. Save you from a felony.
Getting a felony,
and all that kind of good stuff. Rhonda Wilson, welcome to the show. We're going to take a quick break right here on News You Can Use. When we come back, we're going to get into a little bit more with the police report with Lieutenant DeLorean Sanders. This is KBOB 89.9 FM. World One Development News You Can Use. Charles and Damali 2024 edition, y'all.
The 36th Street North Event Center is a full-scale event center where we share the experiences of the community. At the event center, you can rent space for weddings, birthday parties, receptions, concerts, Greek events, quinceañeras, and much more. We also do custom decor, linen, and centerpieces. We're located at 1125 East 36th Street North. To book your next special event, business gathering, or community event, call us at 918-200-9046.
The Juice Radio Show and KBOB 89.9 would like to say thank you to all of our listeners and sponsors who donate to help keep our media program alive, reaching the community. The Juice Radio Network continues to expand as influencers in the community of North Tulsa and beyond, but can't do that without your help. That's why it's important that we as a community continue to support the Juice Radio Show and keep 89.9 on the air. The community not only deserves this service, but needs this service. Let's continue to support the mission and giving a voice to the voiceless and donate to the Juice Radio Show. The Juice Radio Show is a nonprofit 501c3 powered by KBOB 89.9 and Eden Media Services, operating solely off the gifts, donations, and contributions made by listeners like yourself. All donations made to the Juice Radio Show are tax deductible and can be sent to 1216 North Lansing Avenue, Suite D, Tulsa, Oklahoma 74106.
It's Tulsa, Tulsa, I see you here. In Tulsa, I'm in Tulsa chillin'.
We appreciate your continued support and thanks for listening to KBOB 89.9 FM.
This is KBOB 89.9 FM, World One Development News you can use. Charles and Damali, and we are back. Happy New Year, y'all.
Yes, and it would not be the first show of the year unless we talked about New Year's resolutions.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got to talk about them.
We gave it our best shot last year.
Man.
And every week people was falling off more and more and more. But we going to do better.
Yes.
In 2024.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, you know, we want to know if you guys set New Year's resolutions. If you did, go ahead and put your New Year's resolution. What were your top 3 New Year's resolutions? Put it in the chat so we can talk about it.
Right.
But I went, of course, I'm always going to go find something, right? So I went and got the Forbes list of the top New Year's resolutions for America for 2024.
Let's do it.
So what they say is 38% of the people said they wanted to improve their finances.
Well, it's all about the money. It's all about the bag. It's all about the coins.
Yes.
Is what you're saying. People trying to get that money right.
Yes. 36% of folks said that they wanted to improve their mental health, which I thought was interesting.
Wow.
That's
huge.
Most of the time, that's like the first time I've ever seen anybody mention anything about mental health.
But it's huge that that's being said because we've been dealing with talking about mental health all 2023. So it kind of makes sense.
It does.
But to say it out loud.
Hey, and 38% of the folks, or 36% of the folks agree with that. Yeah, so that's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
They wasn't in downtown Tulsa though.
They wasn't.
Maybe you never know.
I went down there and I thought I was in zombie land.
Really?
Man, I don't know what's
It's
going
tough.
on in downtown Tulsa.
Where that makes sense. Why the
Just
mental
pray
health
for
thing?
them. The mental health is a real issue.
It's real. It's real. It's real. All right. 34% of the folks said that they wanted to lose weight.
Man, people trying to get it right.
I fell off the wagon on that one.
You fell off the wagon.
And 32% of folks say that they would like to improve their diet.
Wow, which kind of goes along with losing weight.
It goes along with losing weight.
Man, what y'all think about that? Miss Patricia Griffin. Miss Patricia Griffin said, eat healthier, start walking more, spend more time reading the Bible. I like that.
Oh, I like that. That's a good one.
Eli 24 is about protecting my nerves. Because when you get nervous, he might do something to you.
Eli, is everybody getting on your nerves? They got on your nerves in 2023?
Yeah, Michael Brewer said, mine is to cut out sweets and drinking soda and trying to drink more water. That's
Michael,
a big
you
one.
see what I'm drinking? Agua.
Let's do this.
Yes.
Let's do this. Let's do this. JB, what is your top 2?
I think it was just keeping the family close and making sure, relationships with children and my children, and definitely finances right along with what she said.
Mm-hmm.
That family, children, finances, and the diet, the exercise,
You're supposed to work out with us.
I am. I'm working out mentally.
You ain't making eye contact, so I ain't.
Mentally,
when you don't make eye contact, you ain't even making eye contact,
Have you ever heard
JB.
that song, In My Mind?
Damali.
In my mind.
He ain't making eye contact.
Yeah, I know. He's looking up.
Let me tell y'all something out there. If you're not black, when we don't make eye contact with you,
In
it's
my
a
mind,
suspect
I'm working
statement.
out right now.
We gonna do it. JB actually looks pretty good. He already done slimmed down some.
Just a little bit.
We gonna work it.
All right, Sanders. What about
Lieutenant
you? Your top
Sanders.
three.
Top three.
I need to stay more focused. I'm everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere, all
I'm
over the place.
yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
you know,
I got that.
So you just want to focus. So that's one. What's number two? So you want to get focused.
I really hadn't really thought about it. Well, just be peaceful. Don't jump the 10
like
so
that.
fast.
Yeah.
Think things through, and just stop bad habits.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Ladies first. Well, third, I guess, because they went before you.
I know, right?
I just want you to go before me. What's your top three, Damali? Get in here for the women. Hold on. Let me see what some of the people on the live got to say about they. Mama, welcome to the show.
Hey, Mama.
Mr. Energizer said, I started my new year losing weight.
Good
He's
job.
down 15 pounds.
Okay.
Enjoy his retirement.
Yes.
You want to keep his stress down. He keeping it energized, baby.
Oh.
Down there in the
I
J-Bone
love
Lounge
it.
in the Dirty South.
Yeah, I saw you dancing yesterday. You was grooving. I
Right.
gotta give it to you, bro. You was grooving.
Tell
So-
JB to put the camera on you so they're going to think you Sanders.
Oh, they gonna think I'm saying no, I'm not.
You
saying
kind of
that.
dressed sharp today. Did you have like a makeover? What you going on with you?
No, so part of my New Year's resolution is that I have like tons of clothes,
Okay.
And I worked in a law office for tons of years, right? And so all of those clothes are sitting there. I was telling Uncle Bobby, I'm like, I done resorted to wearing, I got a wardrobe of t-shirts now, so I'm like World One Development, Edgerec, 36.
No,
So I'm
Legacy Fest, Juneteenth,
all that.
Black Wall Street
all
Rally.
that, all that.
All
So
that
you
part.
saying-
Greenwood, yeah. So I'm
you
gonna,
Oasis
you got,
Fresh Market.
You got a whole room with
She
nothing
support
but
everybody.
I support everybody. I just
Nothing but just gear.
just gear. And so now I'm gonna switch back to my professional gear.
Oh, I see you.
2024, I'm back to the
Y'all better
professional.
watch out.
Boss mode.
Every time we have to travel for business, it's just 15 t-shirts you bring back every time.
Yeah.
Hoodies, and we did a lot of traveling.
And we did.
Thank God it was safe traveling. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'll be like in the friendly skies, but
Yeah.
they was friendly for us last
Yeah,
year.
they were. They were very
So
friendly
that's
for us.
so what's your three?
So my three are, number one is, continue to work on my relationship with the Lord. Because you can't do nothing without God anyway.
Hey,
so you
come
gotta,
on now. Keep it
appreciate
spiritual.
your higher power. My number two is making sure that everything is right with my family. Because if it ain't right with your family, then you got all kind of crazy
It
stuff
ain't right
going
at
on.
all. I agree with that.
And then number three is making sure that my business relationships are solid, and getting those business relationships where they need to be, and how they need to be.
Well, I don't normally let people get into my business, but I'm the type that I try to write a vision and make it plain on tablet.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't just
Right.
be going to church. I be listening.
Mhm.
So I got my pen and my pad out. So I'm just going to give y'all my three things that's in my vision. The
Mhm.
first thing was to spend a little more time with the Lord and get to church by 10:30. And unless you go to church with me,
Well, I've
you
been
do
going
not
to
know
church
how
with
big
you
of a
for,
deal. Get to
what,
church by
11,
10:30. That's kind of bad.
11, 12 years
11,
now. We've been going to
15.
church together. And how many times have I seen you before 10:30? None.
And it was my mission from last year. So
And the year before
so
that.
that's number one. So I want to do that. I think the next thing was more family time. I
That's
think
good.
last year was so busy with
It was.
traveling and rebuilding Black Wall Street and filming and all that
Yeah.
that I was like, man, I didn't get to hang out with the fam enough. You
Right.
know, I got family live right here. I'm like,
Yeah.
I ain't seen them in 6 months. What
Yeah.
am I doing?
Yeah.
So I'm definitely gonna spend more time with family, get to reunions.
Mhm.
I mean, whether that's high school, college, y'all gonna see Rock this year.
Mhm.
Rock.
But-
So y'all
but-
ain't know about that.
But
Y'all know about Rock.
but a lot of that work was community engagement,
Man, with the city.
It was
and
work.
with-
It was
and
work.
working
French Air
with
stuff. It was a lot.
Yeah.
working with different organizations to make things happen, and some great things happen. And
Yeah.
not just for yourself, but those around you.
Yeah.
The circle.
I can tell you what happens is you can do this work and you have blood family, but we become family.
That's
Yeah.
right.
We become family, and
Mm-hmm.
so sometimes you'll be like, "Man, I really haven't seen my
people
cousin,
who
my
have my
dad, and my
DNA.
uncle." The DNA you
You
haven't
ain't
seen
seen the
them because
DNA, folks.
this you do so much tough work. This is like family.
Yeah, it's
But I
hard
just
work.
want to be more balanced, where I can be like, "Hey, this is my sisters, my brother,
Mhm.
niece, nephew, cousins,
Right.
kids, grandkids, all that fun stuff." So that's two.
That's two.
Then three, man, I'm going to get all my checkups done. I don't know about y'all.
Yeah.
So I'm going to the
So I
doctor.
got an eye doctor.
You know, we've been
an eye
procrastinating.
appointment tomorrow.
Too many people been dying of heart attacks and
Yeah.
strokes and colon cancer and lung cancer. So I'm going to get everything checked out before the spring is over.
That's one thing I do. I go to the doctor.
Yeah.
You go to the doctor. You don't take no chances.
No,
You don't take no.
I go
sneaking up
to.
on me.
Yeah,
But I'm
she
going
ain't
to
nothing sneaking up on me.
Yeah.
I'm with you, saying.
So that's
Yeah.
Oh, Maestro Sigalo, welcome to the show, Mr.
Hey,
Jeremiah
hey.
Blackwell. We talking about New Year's resolution. So what you got? We were asking for everybody top 3 New Year's resolutions because we're gonna talk about how fast people fall off.
Yeah.
Because you might have the resolutions.
You might have,
but they be hard to
resolution.
hang on to. So
you know, I'm always gonna find something, right?
now again, since you just not tuned in, because I think it's pretty interesting. Give people the top New Year resolutions in the U.S. and what they said.
So here we're gonna go with the top 5. Okay,
Top 5.
Here's the top 5 most common New Year's resolutions for 2024. Number 1, improve fitness.
Hey.
Number 2, improve finances. Number 3, improve mental health. Number 4, lose weight. And number 5, improved diet.
What do you think about that list, Lieutenant Sanders? That sound pretty good to you? What?
Sound pretty easy to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can do it, but I think you can.
Yeah.
If you put your mind to it.
I'm glad you just said that because research suggests that only 9% of Americans that make resolutions actually complete them.
9%? That less than 10%?
9%.
That
only
is
9%.
tough. Let me ask you, this is the only thing that's super scary to me about the top 5.
What's that?
I must admit.
What's that?
Is nothing in there about the Lord or praying or church or
well, and
any
so
of
I
that.
think this goes back to whether you're a believer or not. See, a believer is going to have a whole different set of priorities.
Well, this is just a stat for just people in general.
But if it was mostly people who are believers, then you would have at least one of these.
So you saying only non-believers?
I'm not saying it's only non-believers, but I'm saying the majority must have been.
Well, a lot of people might be already going to church, and that's not what they need to focus on. I'm going to church, but I'm a little overweight. I need to get a little better shape. So there's other areas.
Or maybe it's just not their top 5. Maybe
it might not be their top 5. I'm just saying when I look at that, it makes me think because now you get into mental health and you get into that, and a lot of times not having that balance spiritually, whatever that is, kind of helps out with your mental health. That's just my
no. I agree. No, I totally agree. Another stat. Researchers show that 23% of people quit their New Year's resolutions by the end of the first week.
Shut up. Wait a minute now.
By the 7th, 23%, they out of here.
Man, what is going on? Are we an undisciplined nation, Damali?
We are. Yes.
Y'all on the live. Don't leave us hanging. Oline Riley, welcome to the show. That's my sister. Everybody.
So this is what Sanders is talking about, like being all over the place.
Yes.
So it's like you have good intentions, but it's like this thing happens, and then now you over here.
Why are we living in a world where we have no discipline in the U.S.? That's why things are just running rampant. Yeah. That's why people got insurrections going on. Ain't nobody stable.
So I'm going to give these stats one more time, and I'm going to give you the last stat. Okay, so the first one is research suggests that 9% of Americans that make resolutions don't complete them, right? Or only 9% complete them, I'm sorry. And then second, research shows that 23% quit the resolutions by the end of the first week. And the last one, 43% quit the resolutions by the end of January.
JB, talk to us, man. That's a good thing. In less than 30 days, everybody's just going back to what they was normally doing.
I think it's like she said, man. Like Senator said, it's so much going on. You're trying to keep up with, kids, work, school, shaking back from COVID or whatever they call it. I don't call it that, but some people do. There's just a lot.
It's a lot going on.
It's a lot, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot to process. And if you're not good at multitasking and doing maybe working 2 jobs, you might gotta be a single parent. There's a lot of different variables that come into play that it's just so many different things you can talk about.
Too many things.
It's a lot.
You know what? And I can say that this is
I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna say AJ laughing, and then Jeremiah Blackwell. See
He's rolling on
the floor. See how the Sigmas do us? Come on, Sigmas, don't do the people. And then Oline said she said like I can't even believe that.
I can believe that. Yeah. But you know what? I can say I totally believe this because think about when we go to the gym at the first of the year, it's like you can't even find a parking space at the gym.
You can't get in there.
You got to park, 2 blocks down the road to get into the gym, but just give it a month.
No, a week. What you talking about, a month?
Right.
No, I think when that soreness set in, you like, this is why I didn't work out last year.
Exactly.
Your whole body shredded because you got to work.
Yeah.
Look, y'all, if y'all want to help with the soreness, just drink a lot of water, get that lactic acid out. So if you drink a lot of water, when you first start, you won't have nowhere near the amount of soreness so that we can get more than 1 week.
Exactly.
Before we quit. This is what I think it is. And then I know we got to switch gears. We got to load the show. I appreciate all y'all tuning in. Give us y'all top 3 and what y'all think about this. I think that it's because we are creatures of habit. And when you're a creature of habit,
it's hard to break
it is very, and if you're going to break a habit, you got to replace it with something that's motivating to you, something, because this is the thing, let a woman have a child. She'll make some adjustments and stick to them, because I got a baby now. Right. Let a daddy have a son. He normally won't do this, but like, man, I got a kid now. So I think you have to be motivated to really make an adjustment, because other than that, I ain't gonna eat sweets, like Michael Brewer said. Then all of a sudden that German chocolate cake comes sliding in from grandma's house and it's still warm. You got a problem.
Like, okay, go on ahead and give me a piece.
Go ahead and give me a little slice of that real quick. I'll start.
Well, that was good. Let me have another piece.
But anyway, what we want to do on World One Development News you can use here on KBOB is encourage y'all. If you got a goal, if you fall off the bike, just jump back on and keep riding.
So let me give you 4 things that you can do to stay true to your New Year's resolution.
I like that.
So one of them is understand that your goals are a vision of what you would like the future to look like.
Right.
So that means you got to keep working towards the goal. Right. So even though things kind of, get choppy and dicey, understand that this is my goal. Right. Number 2, you need to expect obstacles. Right. So there's going to be an obstacle that comes up. And so you're going to have to plan for the obstacle, right? And how you're going to overcome it. So create to avoid those barriers. Then set goals that you can measure and take care of in small chunks.
I love
so
it.
If I'm going to lose, say if I want to lose 20 pounds, well, I ain't going to lose 20 pounds overnight.
Give yourself 6 months.
Yeah. So let's say, okay, I lost 2 pounds this month. Hey, that's a win. I lost 2 pounds next month. Then you get accountability. So if you have somebody that's an accountability partner to say, come on, girl, let's go to the gym. Like, I don't feel like going to the gym today. Well, we going anyway.
Somebody got to be motivated.
Yeah, somebody got to be motivated. So if you do those things, you'll be in the 9% that actually complete their goal at the end of
your
the year.
accountability person can't be your significant other, because
they don't work. They're going to have a soft spot.
Jessica, he talking about you.
Chuck Jones, Master Barb over there. Welcome to the show. We're going to take a quick break, but we just had somebody that we adore, that we appreciate.
Yes.
That's our family that just rolled in here, and we're going to take a quick break and come back. Y'all going to see who this special guest is, because she got some information just for you. KBOB 89.9 FM, World One Development, news you can use. Charles and Damali, Happy New Year. We'll be right back, y'all. Stay locked in.
The 36th Street North Event Center is a full-scale event center where we share the experiences of the community. At the event center, you can rent space for weddings, birthday parties, receptions, concerts, Greek events, quinceañeras, and much more. We also do custom decor, linen, and centerpieces. We're located at 1125 East 36th Street North. To book your next special event, business gathering, or community event, call us at 918-200-9046.
Fitting Back In is a reintegration program designed to help those released from prison to fit back into the community as productive, valuable members of society. They help schedule various classes such as anger management, substance abuse, and mental health. They also work with different programs in the community. Job training. If you or someone you know needs help with resources in career development, employment, or housing, to find out more information, call 918-592-3500 or stop by 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
The 36th Street North Event Center is a full-scale event center where we share the experiences of the community. At the event center, you can rent space for weddings, birthday parties, receptions, concerts, Greek events, quinceañeras, and much more. We also do custom decor, linen, and centerpieces. We're located at 1125 East 36th Street North. To book your next special event, business gathering, or community event, call us at 918-200-9046.
Right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the news. You can use Media Network, powered by World One Development, and we are back.
And we are back. And so we are super excited. And, we always want to share with our listeners what's actually happening, what's going on in community, because we always want you to be informed so that you know and you make appropriate decisions based on fact and not just hearsay.
Right.
So with that being said, we have our very own state representative, Regina Goodwin, actually in the building. Happy New Year to you. Yes.
Hey, Charles. So, Charles.
How you doing?
So, Charles. Yeah. So, Representative Goodwin is here today because you want to tell us about some things and share with our listeners what's going on in your world. Yeah. Right. And, get them prepared for some things. So what you got going on?
As y'all say, this program is powered by World War Development, certainly the great Bobby Eaton.
Yes.
But I tell you what, as you talk about the World War Development and power, You Meet the Power, we started in 2015.
Yes.
During my first run. And I am wanting just to announce that I'm going to be making a run for the Senate.
Yes.
Wow. So I've been serving since 2015. And with God's will, it's time to move in a different direction. Yeah. And so that's what I'm announcing. I'm announcing our You Me the Power of We Senate campaign. We are in it to win it, Senate 24. Yes. And we're going to have a Senate kickoff.
Yes.
Campaign kickoff at the Greenwood Cultural Center this Saturday, January the 6th.
Okay.
Please, y'all, mark your calendars. We'd love to see everybody out. That's January 6th from 2 to 4 o'clock p.m. at the Greenwood Cultural Center. So we want to do what we've continued to do it right, the right way, and serve people. Mm-hmm. So that's what it's about. So with God's help, we'll keep that up.
Let's do this because we got hundreds of people on, and unless people have been hiding under the rock, it's just a chance they may not know you. Welcome to the show, Miss Tracy Manning Gibbs over there at the Gibbs Shopping Center, and Chuck at Tulsa Tech.
Hey, Chuck.
Just tell them just a little bit, a snippet, an elevator pitch about who State Representative Virginia Goodwin is.
Well, I tell you again, I'm a Tulsa native, grew up on a historic Greenwood.
Yes.
I lived in Chicago for about 10 years, went away to school, came back to my hometown, and we've been here. And a little bit about me is, again, been serving as state representative, been blessed to do that.
Yes.
I don't take for granted, not one day. I don't take for granted any votes. It's the work that we have to put in. Don't ever want to be outworked. And long story short, we've just submitted our bills for this year, and we're still helping those that have been convicted of felonies, those that have had pardons by the governor. And can you believe even today, I'm still writing this bill, our third year attempt to say, if you've been pardoned by the governor, you can vote.
Yes.
Now that seems simple to
That's
me.
simple.
Right.
But this our third year trying to get that passed, and it needs to be in our statutes.
Mm-hmm.
So folks are comfortable when they tell folks that have come out of incarceration that they can vote. So we're doing that. We have had success. Some of the youth have benefited from a scholarship that we have, a historic scholarship, which has some $2.3 million in the account.
Yes.
And that's related to the Tulsa Race Massacre.
Yeah.
And this year was the first time we had full tuition. So we've got good things that are going. We're certainly still working on the plans as it relates to removing the I-244 expressway. We were the only community in the whole state of the United States to not to be connected to the Department of Transportation or the city of Tulsa. It was a grassroots effort, and we were the only group to receive that grant. So we are working on that. That's a $1.6 million grant. So we continue to do what we can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right,
yes. Absolutely.
State Representative, let you talk a little bit more into the mic, just so the
Oh,
people
Lord,
all
I ain't
over.
never been told I got to talk closer to a mic.
Yeah. So, Damali, what I just want to say, man, for the entire time I've been working community, man, this has been hand to hand right here. This has been like my public and private secret weapon right here.
Right.
Because it's tough when you're getting out here and you're working every day, and there's so much stuff you don't see. I would say you may only see 10% or 15% when she gives a speech or she comes out to support, but it's so much work on the back end, late night, early mornings. And I just want to appreciate for World One Development, everything that we have done. A big part of that is because of State Representative Regina Goodwin, the entire time that we've been working with us, World One for Christ, World One Development, and all that we do. What you think about that? Because you've been doing even much longer than I have.
Well, so it's really funny that the apple don't fall far from the tree, right?
Right.
So I knew her mom, right, for years. Did not even know it was. I figured they were the same family because the last name was Goodwin. Okay,
right.
So
right.
But I didn't know that was her mother until she passed away. And then I'm reading, and I'm like, her mother,
right? Didn't know. Didn't connect the two.
So I had a
mama.
cool
That's right.
relationship with her, like so much so that the attorneys that have been practicing longer than I've been a legal assistant would come to me and say, hey, can you go down there and see if you can get Miss Alquita to go ahead and sign this? Because, and I'm like, why come you can't do it? You know who she is. And they're like, no, she likes you.
It's called relationship.
And so they would send me. And as soon as I come up there, she would let me jump the line. Come on, baby. Come on up here. And everybody looking like, how she get to jump the line? And she's like, what you need? Okay, let me go on ahead and sign this and okay, take that on back to the office.
So the apple don't fall far from the tree.
Don't fall from the tree. Her mother was amazing, an amazing woman. One of my favorite people at the courthouse when I was there my entire tenure. And so, to know that, Regina was her daughter, and we have an awesome relationship, and Regina and I do stuff together. Like there's some stuff you don't even know about. We ain't gonna talk about
I know about
it.
But
anyway,
I know about it.
She came over and, offered support, and just everything that we do, she's just always been someone who is there, willing to stand with us, to fight with us, to help us in any way she possibly could. So, for us, this is a no-brainer.
And I appreciate that. And thank you for mentioning my mama. Yes. Ain't nothing like a mama. And starting off the new year, now while she's passed on, she's always with us in spirit.
Yes.
And I appreciate you just remembering. She's such a sweet, sweet person.
She was my favorite person over there in probate.
That.
Yeah,
thank you for saying
person. That. Yeah.
So the hearts are coming up, and I know you're running. This is probably one stop of many, but just once again, let the people know that's listening in what's going on Saturday.
I need to see y'all's face in the place. Seriously, if we've had any interaction over since 2015 or since we've been in Tulsa, you guys come out. I'd appreciate your support. Senate campaign kickoff. We're in it to win it. Listen, this is January 6th, Saturday. I know y'all got a lot going on, but just stop by between 2 and 4. Greenwood Culture Center. We need to see your face in the place. Come on, y'all. Let's make this happen.
Yes.
Charles Damali. Everybody, I got my church member right here.
Come on,
he's packing some heat, and then Bobby, this is the police officer. And Bobby, you all, thank you so much to the youth of the Juice Radio Show. Appreciate all the great work, and y'all are always everywhere. I'm surprised y'all ain't in some foreign country right now.
Right.
So I'm just glad to see y'all right here.
I know, right?
All right.
I love y'all. Thank you for everything.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Again, State Representative Regina Good, when she came and stopped by the spot, Whirlwind Development News You Can Use. She has a big, huge event coming up on this Saturday from 2 to 4 at the Greenwood Culture Center. Whirlwind Development News You Can Use. We're going to be there. Damali and I. Let's come out, support, hear what the plan is, hear what we're going to do going forward.
Yes.
Just like that, Damali.
Just like that. All right. When we come back, we're coming back with?
To our Hump Day Hot Topics. Three of the geniuses in this world look like me and you.
Little kids.
A little bit. Little kids.
Yeah.
Smarter than Bill Gates.
Smarter than all of them. And
Einstein.
So we're going to talk about that when we come back.
Kind of stuff people don't give to your news you can use right here on KBOB 89.9 FM. Stay locked in. We'll be right back, y'all.
The 36th Street North Event Center is a full-scale event center where we share the experiences of the community. At the event center, you can rent space for weddings, birthday parties, receptions, concerts, Greek events, quinceañeras, and much more. We also do custom decor, linen, and centerpieces. We're located at 1125 East 36th Street North. To book your next special event, business gathering, or community event, call us at 918-200-9046.
Fitting Back In is a reintegration program designed to help those released from prison to fit back into the community as productive, valuable members of society. They help schedule various classes such as anger management, substance abuse, and mental health. They also work with different programs in the community to provide job training. If you or someone you know needs help with resources in career development, employment, or housing, to find out more information, call 918-592-3500 or stop by 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
The Juice Radio Show and KBOB 89.9 would like to say thank you to all of our listeners and sponsors who donate to help keep our media program alive, reaching the community. The Juice Radio Network continues to expand as influencers in the community of North Tulsa and beyond, but can't do that without your help. That's why it's important that we as a community continue to support the Juice Radio Show and keep 89.9 on the air. The community not only deserves this service, but needs this service. Let's continue to support the mission and giving a voice to the voiceless and donate to the Juice Radio Radio Show. The Juice Radio Show is a nonprofit 501c3 powered by KBOB 89.9 and Eden Media Services, operating solely off the gifts, donations, and contributions made by listeners like yourself. All donations made to the Juice Radio Show are tax deductible and can be sent to 1216 North Lansing Avenue, Suite D, Tulsa, Oklahoma 74106.
It's Tulsa, I see you here in Tulsa. I'm in Tulsa, Jimmy.
We appreciate your continued support and thanks for listening to KBOB 89.9 FM.
Ladies and gentlemen, the all-new KBOB 89.9 FM, Black on Black Community Radio.
And now it's time for the Hump Day Hot Topics with Charles and Damali.
Hey, guess what day it is? Hump Day! Hump Day! It's Hump Day!
Hey, Mike.
It's the Hump Day Hot Topics on News You Can Use.
Man,
Mike,
shout out to
Mike.
our state representative Regina Goodwin for stopping by to see us.
Yes.
Make sure y'all go
staying
see
on
her
our
Saturday at the Greenwood Culture Center from 2 to 4. We will be there.
Absolutely. So if you guys have not heard this, and I have posted this on our Facebook page, that there are 3 Black kids that are here that are the smartest kids. They have the highest IQ in the world that surpasses Bill Gates and Albert Einstein.
Yeah, you're not going to get this on, I ain't going to name other national media outlets,
Right.
but these are the kind of things we need to know and hear about in our community.
So what we're saying is there's a new generation of thinkers that are
Yes.
actually brewing right about now. And these young kids are amazing. So one of them is Winford Romani. This kid is a British teenager, and he has an IQ that's higher than Einstein's and even Bill Gates. He's
What you think about that, JB? Einstein and
That's
Bill Gates.
crazy.
You see what I'm
That's
saying?
a pretty, are you smarter than a 5th grader?
He has a 162 on his intelligence quotient test.
That's
So
off
the
charts.
IQ test is off the charts, 162. He's been invited and accepted into Mesa and has hopes of attending Oxford University and becoming a astrophysicist.
Wow.
Astrophysicist.
That's what they say. NASA, here they come.
Hey,
They're coming.
Immediately.
They're coming. There's also a little young lady by the name of Anala Beavers. I'm sorry. And at just 4 years old, the New Orleans native passed an IQ test. Her IQ test score was 145.
Wow.
They say by 10 months old, she could identify and point to each of the letters in the alphabet at 10 months old.
Wow. See that?
Yes. Reportedly, by 18 months, she was reciting numerous numbers in both Spanish and English.
That's crazy.
And by her 5th birthday in 2024, she can name every North America state on the map, as well as every capital. Now, some of the capitals I don't even know,
Can't do it right now.
and I'm 55.
And
So
she's
I'm
doing
just
that
saying.
time.
Yeah, and she's doing this at 18 months old.
That's crazy.
And then this last young lady is Alana George. Alana, at 4 years old, she's from the UK, and her IQ score is 140.
Man.
At 4 years old. She's obsessed with words and numbers and taught herself how to read before even starting school. So, I mean, these are young people that we should know about.
The ticket
and this
is
things that we should hear about.
The ticket is for me is that, you know, how the world is kind of set up for us not to succeed. We just got to call a spade a spade.
Let's go.
But when you see this kind of intelligence
Mhm.
on this kind of level,
Mhm.
it kind of lets you know why just a little bit.
Right.
Because imagine that being cultivated even more.
Why
The
aren't
best
these
schools.
stories being
The be-
told everywhere, though?
That's why we got to tell it
That's why
right
we're
here
t-
on
yeah.
Greenwood,
Yeah.
home of Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
Right here with Charles and Damali.
News you can use.
News you can use with KBOB, because we can tell our story our way, because a lot of times you don't get to hear
This
these
stuff
things.
gets overlooked.
They
Right.
get overlooked on purpose,
Yeah.
because everybody should know who these 3 young kids are that are this brilliant.
Everyone should
Yeah.
know.
You know, so that little kids in school don't have to feel like, because you know what they do. Oh, you said not to do this. Why you think you can be a doctor?
That's
you can't be a
motivation
lawyer.
right there.
Exactly.
These little kids go up to their
Motivation.
teachers in 2nd, 3rd grade and say, I want to be a doctor. Well, you really can't be a doctor.
Why do you think?
Oh, you really
should?
can't be a lawyer. Why do you
Yeah.
think you can? You're not going to
Yeah.
be smart enough to do that. This is what our kids get a lot of times. The people don't know it sets them on a bad path
Right.
the rest of their life. But if you get kids like this and showcase them, now everybody get that in their ear gate and eye gate
Yeah.
to say, hey,
Yeah.
no.
It's possible. There are possibilities.
Kids that look like me are the smartest in the world. They geniuses and smart and this, and I can be that.
Yeah.
But
I can be
anyway.
what I want to be. And so, this is an exciting story. And I hope that you guys go back and read all. I mean, like, there's so many, they have so many accomplishments. It's crazy.
Lieutenant Sanders, what you think about that, man?
I think it's great. I think it's great because I think with technology and everything here today, I think a lot of young kids are gonna do better. They're gonna learn better because I look at my grandkids now, and they already know how to do certain things I don't know how to do.
Exactly.
So
my granddaughter's 6, and I'm
Yes.
like, hey, can you help fix Nana's phone? And
Yeah.
she's like, yeah, give it here, Nana. And she just goes ahead and does, what she does.
I just
So
say
it's amazing.
what Kanye say. Did you realize that you were a champion? They are champions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look,
I can't wait to see their future.
Yeah, I won't say what school, but my grandson, my youngest grandson, he already have had to skip a grade, and he still got the highest grades. And they gave awards in the school, and he got every award.
That's
So he
what's
might have to
up.
skip another grade. But
That's
his kid,
what's up.
I mean, these things are like you said, your kids and grandkids, our kids and grandkids. You look at them like y'all are brilliant, but we got to look into these school systems and the support that they need to make sure people are not throwing them off.
Well, and you know
From-
what?
right.
And so you're saying that they can be the next Martin Luther King. Did you know that Dr. Martin Luther King actually was promoted? He skipped 2 grades. So he actually graduated.
First, hold on. I don't be more mess with
Oh.
JB. but
He actually skipped 2 grades
Yes.
and graduated high school at 15 and went to college. And he was done with college by the time he was 19. For that very reason, he was brilliant.
You talking about the same Dr. Martin Luther King who got
that we getting ready to celebrate his holiday.
Yes.
Yes.
What?
Yes. You
Genius.
didn't know that? Yeah.
Wow.
And so that's what I'm saying. Exceptional people. We need to know about those exceptional people. So let's move on to our Black History trivia
Let's see
question.
who got it right.
So what game? And I need to go back and get my answers.
What game did Dr. Martin Luther King love to play?
No, that wasn't what I was looking for. I was looking for the answers that everybody else gave. That's what I was doing. I already
Was
know
it
what the question
spades?
is. No.
Dominoes?
Well, we can do it on the backside.
Yeah.
Just
Pool
Okay.
or
with that.
poker?
No. So my question is,
Where the answers?
no, here we go, right here. I got it. All right. So the question is, what game did Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. love to play? Was it A, spades,
I hope I got
B,
this right.
dominoes, C, pool, or D, poker? So A, we had JB, AJ, and Richie who said A.
Right.
C, we had Bobby and I don't know who that is. Somebody. Oh, Sanders. Bobby and Sanders. And then B, we had Michael, Eli, Charles, Pat, and Teresa. And then whoever else came up on the live. But the answer is, if you said C, pool, you are absolutely correct. Dr. Martin Luther King's favorite sport was pool. He loved shooting pool.
I know what happened.
What happened? What happened?
See, what had happened was I wasn't born yet.
You weren't
See,
born
Uncle
yet.
Bobby was here.
See? Oh,
So
is
he
that
had
it?
to drop. He was here. He was a baby, but he was floating around, peeping around. You can tell he was motivated by
Right.
Dr. Martin
I
Luther
wasn't
King
here
Jr.
yet either.
You wasn't here.
Yeah, I wasn't.
So
here
y'all
yet.
didn't.
I'm
know.
happy to know that.
Yeah. So pool was his favorite
Yeah.
sport.
Young, but you can still, and with MLK right around the corner, Damali,
Yeah.
I think that was very, very fitting. So
Yeah.
we got some
And I
winners.
thought that
I
would
lost,
be fun.
but
you
it's
know.
all good.
Yeah, I thought that would be fun. Okay, so upcoming events. Don't forget Uganda Missions. If you would like to sponsor a child's education, and remember, it's 2024. So last year, everybody that gave, thank you so much. We appreciate your donation. You blessed us to be able to help 77 kids.
77 kids.
77 kids continue to go to school in last year.
And the biggest shout I want to say is to people in North Tulsa that gave.
Yes.
Sometimes, even though things might not be going right in your corner, showed up in big numbers.
That's
to
right.
support. So the local, national, and international partners to help with that. We will be going back to Uganda
Yay. Yes.
this
Big
year in
ups.
2024. So the
yes.
kids that you supported, we're gonna have pictures. We're gonna be there with Kiki
Yes.
and
my
them
little, yes.
doing it again. Welcome to the show. So
All
big
right.
stuff
So
there.
remember, if you would like to sponsor a child's education for this school year, 2024, then please consider making a donation to World One Development in the amount of $250. That's going to take care of the student students books, their uniforms, they're going to get a broom, and they're going to get pencil and paper. So please consider making a donation. You can go to world1development.com/Uganda-mission.
And when you don't know about that broom, you haven't been to Africa yet. Because trust me, when you get to Africa, all you see is these little brooms cleaning off everything
dirt
all over. No, you can ride for hours
and they sweeping dirt.
Seeing that.
Yeah.
So that's what that is.
But it's
like
clean.
a broom.
It's clean.
But here's the thing, y'all. Do something to bless somebody else. $250 is everything they need for the school year.
Yeah.
Not every month like our kids need just for daycare.
Right.
This is everything. So let's make it happen.
All right. The 36th Street North Event Center has dates available. So if you're looking to do a graduation party, a wedding, a quinceañera, a banquet, community event, then give us a call at 918-200-9046 and reserve your spot.
Yes.
Black Wall Street Square groundbreaking ceremony.
Yes.
Going to be happening on January the 12th from 9 o'clock a.m. until 10 o'clock a.m. It's going to be honoring Terry McGee and supported by the Ann and Henry Zarrow Foundation, George Kaiser Family Foundation, Charles and Lynn Schusterman, Ascension St. John, Partner Tulsa, Ameristar, Wallace Design Collective, McGee Enterprises 2020 Management, D.W. Gates Engineering, Thermal Windows, Boomtown Development, Green Country Habitat, World One Development, and Quick Trip.
Man,
that's a lot of community partners.
That's a lot.
And that's the reason why I read the list, because we are about collaboration.
Right.
Nothing happens unless you work with somebody. Right. And so these are all of the folks that we're working with to make this project a success. So, we want you guys to be, supported, to get behind it, because we need quality housing in North Tulsa.
Absolutely. It's a huge shortage all over Tulsa, but we want to make sure we're looking out for North Tulsa, and we'll have some of them in next week.
So you
can ask a few more questions, but these are going to be nice. They're going to be elegant. It's going to give you a place to stay.
Yes. All right. The 45th annual Dr. Martin Luther King commemorative parade is going to be happening on January the 15th, starting at 11 o'clock a.m. This year's theme is going to be Dr. King's Dream, a vision for the future.
It's going down, and we're going to be there.
That's all we've been talking about is futuristic stuff. So that's a fitting, theme. So, make sure that you are participating. If you're not in the parade, come out and support the parade. It's a large parade, and we have a really great time, and we'll be out there.
Lieutenant Sanders, you ready for the parade? Because I know you're going to be out there.
I'll be out there.
You out there?
Yeah, Are you marching? Are you marching this year?
No, I'm going to be in my police car, but I'll be there.
Want me to tell you where you're going to be? In this police car parked by the hot cocoa. I already know
you already know where you're going to be?
I'm like, that's where the hot cocoa. That's in that tent right there.
Right there.
But it do be cold sometime. Last year, it was cold. And I think year before was like unbearably cold.
Yeah, it was really
So hopefully this year we get some better weather. But either way it go, we're going to go out there.
I usually get out and walk the line where people's lining up for the parade.
Yeah, kind of.
But when it's time to start walking, I get back on my car.
Yeah, and the thing about it is we have like one of the largest in the nation.
Done.
So for some of you people listening in, some surrounding cities, if you have not been in MLK parade, come to Tulsa. We have one of the largest, nicest MLK parades in the country.
Yes. All right. Let's see. Our next thing. Make sure that State Representative Regina Goodwin just was in the studio and told us about the Senate campaign kickoff that she's going to be hosting. That's going to be at the Greenwood Cultural Center on this Saturday, which is January the 6th. It's going to be from 2 o'clock p.m. until 4 o'clock p.m. at the Greenwood Cultural Center. So make sure that you go out and attend. And this is one of those opportunities for you to ask the questions and understand what that Senate office seat is all about.
Right.
And get information so that you can make an informed decision when you go to the polls.
So that's the seat that Senator Matthews.
Yes, Senator Kevin Matthews is currently holding, and he's termed out.
He's termed out.
He's termed out, and so now that seat is up, and it just only makes sense, for a person who we know has been in community doing work.
A great person.
Yeah, for that. Right.
Does so much work for the community of Tulsa and Oklahoma. Period.
Yeah, absolutely.
She be working.
Yeah.
How long has she been state representative? What she say?
2015.
2015.
Yeah. And been doing a great job.
2024.
So yeah.
She's put in a lot of work for Oklahoma.
So, all right. Black History Saturdays. It's almost time. So it's time to sign up. So you can go to Black History Saturdays on Facebook. They also have a website, blackhistorysaturdays.com. You can go there and find out what you need to do in order to get signed up for the next class. This past class, they had 120 spots.
Right.
Not sure how many they're going to open it up to this year.
I think you said 120 again.
120 again. So, you want to get in there because last year we had people on the waiting list.
Yeah. And last year, the 120 stayed the entire time.
The whole
So this
time.
is going to be getting Black Black history for the entire year of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
And with them passing all these different laws in Florida and Texas and Arkansas, of course, Oklahoma, that you can't teach Black history, you better make sure you stay up on it. So
Absolutely.
sign up.
Absolutely. All right. And EduRec is gearing up for its spring break camp. We're trying to let you guys know early because last year I had some parents that were upset because their kids couldn't get into the camp.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm so sorry, but we are closed.
So this is a good time to start. If you're on Facebook, and I see a lot of y'all, just click share on that, please, because people that's not on like you are, we appreciate the love. Gary Lee, he said, great show. Thank you so much, brother, over there at the Oklahoma Eagle.
Yes.
Your family just got up out of here, man. Just left a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
But anyway, make sure you lock in for that spring break camp.
Yeah, so spring break camp, in order to sign up, you can go to edurectulsa.com/camp. Fill out the information. We'll get it, and we'll make sure that you are on the rolls. Now, birthdays. January the 3rd, Gloria Cephas has a birthday.
Happy birthday, my sister.
January 4th, Pastor Rodney Gray.
What?
Who we go to Uganda with.
Happy birthday.
It's going to be his birthday. January the 6th is going to be my nephew Chase Elliott's birthday.
Happy birthday, Chase.
January the 7th, Mr. Charlie Red.
Charlie Red
is having a birthday.
He's going to get that guitar and go crazy all over the city. You remember JB seeing him at White River?
Yes.
Oh, he had him locked.
Yeah.
Charlie Red, is it you, Charlie? He didn't know what to do.
I felt like I was in a movie scene because Tori and Ruffin and they all played Coming to America.
Coming to America,
yeah. So I was doing my oh my goodness, the king was the king was there.
The king is here
at White River. Yes.
Happy birthday. My grandson, Dalen Warner, his birthday will be on January 9th, which is also
Happy
the Founders
birthday,
Day.
Dalen.
Our birthday for the
Yes.
signals. You know what time it is. Final thoughts, Lieutenant Sanders.
I'm happy that I'm making it over to another year. I want everybody to stick to their resolutions and be safe.
Sanders made a resolution. He will not be arresting nobody this year as long as you stay out of trouble.
Right.
As long as you stay out of trouble. Great show today, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We got to get out of here. Quick shout out to Uncle Bobby for giving us this platform. He approved us for another year, y'all. So y'all stuck with us again, Damali and I. We're going to try to bring you that news that you can use. JB Smooth, he's going to stay with us. He got approved too. Yes. Bobby, he signed slow, but he still signed for JB too. So he's still our producer. We appreciate him and all the love. We'll be live on location all over this great city. We're going to keep the police report going. Next week, we got the medical report.
Yes.
We're going to talk about the Black Wall Street Square and all that good stuff. Damali, great show. You look sharp. I see I'm about to upgrade. My hoodie is gone. Check me out next week. I'm going to have the brim on, broke down, all kind of stuff with the feather in the hat.
No.
You know, you ain't going to do me like that.
That's
you see
my
how you
resolution.
I got no memo that we was taking it up 10 levels. I got my hoodie on regular.
And Charles will jump sharp on you too.
He will. He will.
Don't worry about it. I'm going to play music. Music going to start playing when I walk in.
You're going to have a theme song?
I'll have a theme song.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to get out with a suitcase, a briefcase with a hat. No, I ain't gonna do all that, y'all. I'm just on the line. Anyway, it's been a great show. We appreciate y'all. Any final thoughts before we get ready to wrap up and get up out of here?
Final thoughts, love a little bit more.
Yes.
Forgive, and move on. Life goes on. There's a lot of work that needs to be done in community, in families, and we just need to be open and ready for that.
JB Smooth.
Hey, I tell you like this. I'm at a loss for words right now. I'm just happy to be in existence, existing in this great world we live in, because a lot of people didn't get to make it. So
didn't make it.
I'm just proud of that.
Just like that. And hey, on this live, man, I just want to encourage y'all, whether you local, national, international, support KBOB this year. I'm not even gonna read all this stuff because y'all ain't been mailing no checks yet. Call Uncle Bobby. Come see Uncle Bobby. We're doing great work over here, making sure you stay informed and all of that good stuff. So now, if you need the address to come see him, it's 1216 North Lansing Avenue, Suite D. We moved on up, but this place got bills, y'all, and we got to pay them. So get with him and send him something once a month. We should do that. Yeah. For all the work you do with the young people and the kids and all of that. Yeah. And then post on the live that you're giving to KBOB. Yeah. We'd appreciate that.
I think that's great.
We got to give it a go, y'all. This has been news you can use with your boy Charles Harper. That's me.
And your girl Damali Wilson. That's me.
Did you say?
I couldn't even get it. And your girl Damali Wilson. That's me. Let's try it again.
And we are live every Wednesday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. So make sure you tune in.
Later, y'all.
And of course, if you like to promote or advertise your business, events, all that good stuff on this show, I can't talk either. Inbox us on Facebook at World One Development and on social media at World One Development. This has been World One Development's News You Can Use with Charles Harper and Damali Wilson. Mr. Mr. TPD Lieutenant DeLawrence Sanders and the police report, as well as KBOB 89.9 Black on Black Community Radio. Views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on this program belong solely to the host and their guests and not necessarily to this station, organization, committee, or other groups or individuals associated with KBOB 89.9 and Eaton Media Services. Y'all have a great day. We'll see y'all next week.
Happy
Bye,
New
Patricia.
Year.
Happy New Year.
Love y'all.